Hey guys, Rick Shaw here again. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but we got another little dusting of this tall volcano. The stuff the wind kicks up doesn't stick like this, so I don't know if it's spewing again. I haven't really seen anything on the news about it, so something's up again with the volcano. So I don't know what it is, but we got it. When we were down there in Lipa checking out our building site, I measured it on Google Maps. I went from the hole in the center of the tall island, and it was 13 kilometers as the crow flies to where we're moving, and they got no dusting. Now that's kind of more east than south. It's kind of just a slight angle down towards south from east. Now where we're at now, we're basically northeast from it, and where we're at now, we're 26 kilometers from the little eye in the island to where we're living right now. So it must have been the prevailing winds just kicked everything here. Today we have the winds coming out of the northwest. We've got a little bit of a breeze. You can see the clothes are moving up there. Not a real windy day, but enough to keep it real cool. But I don't know I haven't seen anything on the news about the volcano in the last day or two. They got all this other stuff about the Chinese with the sickness that the people are getting and letting 1,000 people in. So I don't know what's up with that. I try to stay out of the politics here. It's actually, if you're an expat coming here, it's actually illegal to get involved in any politics here. You know, that's one thing they'll put you out of the country for. So, and the other thing I want to just get across again one more time. I did it in the last video, and it's got like 30 views or something on it already. But expats coming here, watch for the loans. You can't get loans on anything over 65. You know, and if you come here at a younger age, you know, your loan can be longer if you want to buy a house. So, but anything, there's no loans for anything, not even a bike or something like that. Now, if you come here at 65 and you want to buy a motorcycle, usually if you have a younger spouse, they can easily float a loan. They give motorcycle loans pretty easy, just like car loans in the U.S. So they have lots of deals. And here, when you come here, you don't need a big 1,000cc anything. You can't ride them anywhere anyway. You just get yourself a 125 or a 150, and believe me, you'll be happy as a clam riding around all day in it. I'd like to have a bigger one just to be on the highway. If we go down to Lipa and I have to run into Manila for some reason, I'd like to take the bike. I mean, I love to ride. I drove in my own country, across the country many times. You know, one time I took a ride from, I built my supercharged nitrous oxide Harley Dyna, and I bought the thing on a Thursday, and Saturday morning I started, ripped the thing apart, put a bigger crank in it, just worked on the thing solid until I got tired and took a nap, and Sunday evening I was finished with it. I did have one bolt that leaked, which I fixed on the way home from work, but the dang thing was a screaming monster, and after I got it broke in, I took a ride from LA down, it was down Flagstaff, and then I went up. It was almost a 1,000-mile ride, and I did that ride in just. I started in the evening, and I was back the next day. I mean, I cooked. I was cruising on the highway at around 130, and I could hit spurts to 150. I left the limiter on it. I left the limiter on it just because of the tires and brakes and everything like that. But I extended the front end 6 inches, and I raised the back up 4 for my height, and it just was a monstrous speedy machine. My Hayabusa beater. License plate said bye-bye. But that was fun. But here you can get on a bike and have all the fun you want, and it doesn't have to be a big bike. And these bikes, you can pick up a real nice one for $1,500. You know, so that's something to think about when you come here. Me, I gotta have a bike. bike. But look at our beautiful day again. Look at this. Hey Maddie, Dorothy. We just got up having our cup of coffee. Yum. We get the beans from the store up here. We were up in Manila though, and they had in the middle of this little mall. I don't remember the name of the little mini mall it was, but they had a place that just sold coffee beans, and they had some real oily looking nasty ones. And so my wife and I bought 3 kilos. We got 3 different types, all Arabica bean. I don't like the Robusta bean coffees. They just seem a little bit too bitter to me. But this was the Italiano roast, and it is delicious. I just love to drink it. I got a little tiny coffee pot in there that we bought. It's a Hanabishi, and it's working pretty good. The only thing, it doesn't make it hot enough. I wish it made it a little bit hotter. I had Norelco's and Mr. Coffee's when I was in the U.S., and you get a steaming hot cup of coffee out of them. This one, the little plate, it doesn't get hot enough to make the coffee real hot, but it's a small one, and I always like to drink out of small cups. I had a buddy, Russ, in California, and his wife and kids used to tease us because we drank out of little tiny cups, and they said, "Oh, look at the big bandy man drinking out of little cups." Well, I don't want to drink out of a big cup. The coffee gets cold. Drink out of a little cup, drink it, and go get another one. So, coffee exercise, unless you put the coffee pot on the table. But that was my coffee drinking buddy, Russell Echando. He passed away though, he got cancer, one of my buddies. But it is a beautiful day here today, just absolutely fantastic, except for that. I think it was in a video before, a little crunch zone. Who knows? So that's the way it is here, but it is beautiful. Hopefully tomorrow they're going to come and fix that. I'm really looking forward to having that up and running again. I hate taking the car every day. All the wear and tear for these little stupid short trips. You know, when I first got it, for the first 6 months I didn't put as many miles on it as I have since before Christmas. Because it just sat. I mean, it would sit for a week at a time. We don't use it. We use this little baby right there, and for driving around through these little skinny places, it's the machine to have. You know, it's got reverse, by the way. That little baby right there, that's the thing about a tricycle that I didn't like about the tricycle. There's no reverse on them. If Honda or Suzuki or Kawasaki would make a tricycle with reverse, that would be really cool. That would be a smart thing to do, you know. But nobody seems to care. These guys just like to push them backwards. I had one with my legs as long as they are, getting caught on anything the way they make the racks. I'd rather not push anything backwards. But the tricycles do turn, and you can turn in a circle. They don't do like in the United States where they put the passenger wheel, sidecar wheel, a little bit forward, you know, for stability on the highway, because they're not doing 80 miles an hour on the highway in the trike. What they do is they put it even with the back one, so you basically can turn in a circle and pivot on that wheel without it spinning at all. So they do turn incredibly tight. So you just double the width of the tricycle. That's your turning radius. So, and then, you know, they're nice. I'd like to get a tricycle that's even narrower. You know, instead of sitting side by side, have the people inside of the tricycle where they're sitting like they're on a motorcycle, where mama could sit in the back and then you could lean on each other's body and keep it narrower. You know, like I see some of these people who haul the LP gas around. They have a very narrow one just for the tanks, and they'll haul 6 tanks, and they can get in anywhere. I would like to see a tricycle that's a lot narrower than what they have now. That would be very nice. At least you could filter a little bit more than you can on a wide one. So, but that's just my little blab today. It's not a blog, it's a blab. Okay, so you guys take care, and thanks again for all the subscribers. Love you guys a bunch. Bye.